Hello YouTube and hello Twitch chat. We are doing our very first BT10 deck profile on the channel, and we're starting with what is probably one of the best decks of the format, maybe even the best deck of the format. The BT10 Cross deck, featuring all these lovely Shoutmon cards. I've been playtesting BT10 now for a couple weeks, technically, and this deck right now has the highest results in testing. So without further ado, we're going to go into the deck. You can see my text on it. To be honest, I think you guys will really like it. I think you will. And you guys will be able to see why this deck is so freaking strong. It's like the hybrid concept, but crazier. And we all love hybrids, right? If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos come out. I'm pretty sure I'll be making BT10 profiles from this point on. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And we'll start with the babies. We're playing 4 Pikmons and nothing else. When attacking, if it has Xros Heart, draw a card. It's also not once per turn, which is funny. But yeah, it's just draw power egg. And that's the only egg you really need. What makes this egg very special is it is Xros Heart, which we're going to talk about in a second. But we play 4 of that egg because it lets you draw, and because you have to play that egg. What I mean by that is, let's look at our rookie lineup here. We're playing 4 copies of Shoutmon. Now, some of you that are not familiar might ask, you're playing a yellow egg. That's a red rookie that evolves on a red. Are you, like, insane? And the answer is maybe, but not because of this. You see, its Digivolve requirement lets you evolve onto a Xros Heart. All your rookies can evolve on Pikmon, which is cool, right? Who doesn't like evolving on Pikmon? Get your draw cards. It also has an on-play real top 4, and like add a, what is it, a Tamer with Xros Heart to your hand. Add a Digimon Xros Heart. And then on deletion, it has save. What save means is it places itself under a Tamer on deletion, which is cool. And inheritable, if the Digimon has Shoutmon in its name, it has Rush. This is the best egg, the best level 3 in the deck. And we'll get more into that one later. Next, we're playing 4 copies of Starmons. It has on deletion save and inheritable when attacking, draw a card. If you have Shoutmon in its name. You guys see where we're going with this, right? You guys see this, right? Like, the whole point of the deck is just to, like, get a stack of these cards, and then when you're attacking, you're getting a lot of inheritables. Then, we're playing 4 copies of Sparrowmon. Another save card, another opponent's turn. What has Shoutmon? It will gain Reboot. It also gets you plus 3,000 DP, I believe, right? Gains 3,000 DP. Yep, pretty broken all turns. And it has save. We only play 12 rookies because those are the only rookies we need. And let me tell you, it's nuts. It's absolutely insane how you can get a stack of these cards, because you can get a stack of these cards, and swing and get all sorts of busted effects. This is crazy. So that's it for our rookies. We play 12. Moving on to one of our cooler cards in the deck is a level 4 Shoutmon. Shoutmon X4. Now, I'm going to read this card verbatim because there's a lot of text on this card. And I'm not going to just blur through it all. I want to actually take the time and read these cards so you guys know why this is broken. So, number 1. It has Material Save 2. When this Digimon will be deleted, you may place 2 of this Digimon Digivolution cards that are in this Digimon's Digivolve requirements under one of your Tamers. It saves materials. Oh boy! If you play it, you draw 2 cards. Now you might be thinking, it costs 9 to play. Why would you play it? Oh, we'll get there, don't worry. End of attack, you may place all this Digimon's Digivolution cards under one of your Tamers in any order to unsuspend 1 Tamer if you do delete this Digimon. There's combos. And as Digicross 2, Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Dorulamon, and Starmons. When you would play this card, you may place each one of the listed cards from your hand battle area as the bottom Digivolution cards. Reduce the play cost of this card by 2 for each. That's what this card does. It's one of your main attackers of the deck. You can play it for 5, for 3, or potentially for 1. Oh boy. Alright, let's move right along here. We're playing 4 copies of Dorulamon. Hey, we were just talking about this card, huh? It has a play cost of 4, which matters. It has on deletion save, which matters. On play, if you have another Digimon or Tamer with Xros Heart in its play, when a Digimon, one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 2,000. Pretty good. And then your turn inheritable, your opponent's security gets minus 2,000. So it makes it more likely for your guy to live the attack, which is pretty good. And yes, it costs 2 to evolve, technically, and can evolve on any Xros Heart. Alrighty, and then we're playing 4 copies of Ballistamon. We're also just talking about this card. It can evolve on your Xros Heart, that's fine. Opponent's turn gains blocker, on deletion save, and your turn piercing, inheritable. That's what that card does. It gives you a blocker in the deck so that you don't get OTK'd by something really, really ignorant. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And the last champion we play in this deck, is 2 copies of Shoutmon King version. Now, I'm going to read this card verbatim as well, because there's a lot of text, as you guys can see on this card. So, it counts as Shoutmon. Cool. On play, return a card of Digicross requirements from your trash to hand. When you would Digicross this turn, you may treat this card as meeting one of the requirements. This card is whatever you want. It's like fucking Ditto in Digimon. That's stupid. Why wouldn't you play it? Material save 1 when this would be destroyed. Place one of the sources underneath one of your Tamers. Okay. And Digicross 2. 1 Digimon with Xros Heart in its traits. When you play this card, you may place one of each of the listed cards from your hand, battle area, to the bottom of the bottom Digivolution cards, reduce the cost by 2. And then you'll plus 2,000 inheritable during your turn. This card's busted. It's busted, it's stupid, it's really, really, really good. Really good card. 2 is fine. You don't need 4 of it. But like, I think you have to play this card in some quantity, because Shoutmon King version can be whatever you want it to be. And who doesn't love that? We're going to move right along now onto the level 5s. We're playing 4 copies of Shoutmon Xros 5. I'm going to read this card verbatim, again, because it has a lot of text, as you can see. It has Secure Attack +1, Blocker, Material Save 3, so if we deleted 3 sources going to a Tamer. Digicross 2, with either Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Dorulamon, Starmon, Sparrowmon. Everything we've talked about so far. You reduce the cost by 2 for each. So if you cross all 5, and it costs 10, what does it cost, chat? It can cost nothing. It can be like free or something. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, so the whole point of the deck, really, is you get a bunch of attacks off in one turn. That's what you do. With Shoutmon X4 and Shoutmon X5, it gives you lots of fun stuff to do. And that's it. That's your final boss monster, and that is all we're playing for Digimon in this version of the deck. Some versions play higher Shoutmon cards. I think they're win more. I don't think they're necessary. So we're going to move right along now to the Tamers, which we play a lot of Tamers, by the way, which is why Black Hole Greymon looks so good in Death Xmon. We play 4 copies of Taiki Kudo. This card has a lot of text on it, so we'll read it. It's a 3-cost Tamer, by the way. So on play, your top 4 cards of your deck, you add a card with X-Cross and 1 Digimon card with X-Cross. Pretty broken. Bottom at the rest. Your turn. This is the part that matters. When you would play 1 Digimon with Digicross requirements, by suspending this Tamer, you may place cards from under your Tamers as Digivolution cards for Digicross. This, Mike, Taiki is your best card. Because you guys remember this freaking card, right? Shoutmon Xros 4. After you do the thing, you can end of attack, unsuspend one of your Tamers, and put all the shit underneath it. You can do it again, as long as you have more Shoutmon boss monsters. It's stupid. Stupid. Mikey, Taiki, whatever, is broken. We play 4 copies of it. We play 4 copies of Akari Hinomoto, the second best card in the deck, in my opinion. When you play Dorumon from your hand, and then when you play Digimon with Xros Heart once per turn, draw a card. That's it. That's what the card does. She's pretty straightforward, pretty cool. Then we play 4 copies of Zenjiro Tsurugi. You play a Ballistamon. Yeah, that's what it's called. Ballistamon from your hand, and then when you play something Xros Heart once per turn, gain a memory. Great card. We play 2 copies of Christopher. He's your memory tamer. Also has a your turn when you would play this Digimon card with Digicross by spending his tamer. You can place cards from under your tamers as Digivolution cards for Cross. It's nifty. It comes up. And that's it for the tamers. There are 14 tamers. Black War Greymon looks really good when you can just pop these 3-cost tamers. If you have Christopher on the field, it's a little better. But yeah, 14 tamers. Deck's kind of good. And they're all good and consistent. They help you out. So it's nice to see. For our options, we're playing 8 options in the deck. We're playing 4 copies of Sunrise Bust in Your Face. Because this card's broken in this deck. And it's very easy to have a yellow card and a red card on the field at the same time. You play a tamer from your hand when you play it, and then you do 3,000 damage per tamer to something. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really, really good. So we play 4 copies of it. The card should be at 1 or banned or something. It's crazy. We play 2 copies of Hero Soaring Through the Sky. It either gives you security +1 or Pot of Greed. But if you have a Shoutmon X5, you can do both. Because why not, right? So that card's pretty broken. We play 1 copy of Fireball. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. And if nothing was deleted, draw 2 cards. So it's either a Pot of Greed or it's kill something small. Like Psychmon. Psychmon could be really annoying for this deck. And the last card we play is the 1-of copy of Gravity Crush. Gravity Crush. Just the extra memory sometimes to win the game. It comes up. And that's it for the deck. This deck does require skill. It's not Oonga Boonga, unfortunately. It takes proper precaution, proper placements of cards, proper timing of playing the right cards at the right time. But when you can just resolve like this combo, you're there. They're there. You got it. You win the game. And that is what it's all about. This is the best deck, probably of the format, and it wins games by multiple attacks in a single turn. That's the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we're out of here.